Testing, testing. Mr. Kenneth, good evening. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. We are just waiting for our contestants to come through. Getting ready for bed. Sounds beautiful. Sounds beautiful. Maybe you can keep me on as some background noise. Or maybe not. The choice is yours. How's the weekend been? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in for tonight's quiz. For those that are new here, please feel free to participate. For any of our regulars, you know the score. Put your name in the chat to register for tonight's quiz. Some cold running. Good stuff. Good stuff, Kenneth. Renisha, how are you doing? How's things in Durban? Likewise, Kenneth. Heat wave. What's the temperature out there? Make sure you stay hydrated. H2O. H2O all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Please put your name in the chat to register for tonight's quiz. If last night's quiz is anything to go by, we're in for a treat. We'll give it 5-10 minutes. Wait for some of the contestants to come through. Today was 42 degrees. Wow. Stay hydrated, stay cool. How are you dealing with it? Is there a beverage of choice that helps you stay hydrated in 42-degree weather? Mr. Oobs, welcome in. Oh, you got aircon. That's not too bad then. It's all right for some. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in for this evening's quiz. If last night was anything to go by, it promises to be an epic battle. Let's give it 5 minutes or so for the regulars to come through. However, if you're new here, the structure is simple. It is a Q&A format. The first correct answer in the chat will get the point. We will play a game of first to 7. Stewie, how are you? Oobs is going to win. A claim has been made. A claim has been made. Confidence is rife. Mr. Oobs has come prepared. Hassan, Mr. Qureshi, champion of champions, welcome. How's your day been? Team Red. We have had a number of concerns regarding the time lag. People potentially having a delay in the stream. Therefore, to alleviate those concerns, we have created a new format for the quiz. Scottish Highlander. It's Mr. Watch the World Burn. Mr. Scottish Highlander in yesterday's quiz was causing carnage in the chat. How are you, sir? Fastest first, how you doing? Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, and I'll catch up with you soon. I'm good. I'm good. Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. I watched the rugby over the weekend. Not sure if you're a rugby fan. Not sure if you're Scottish either, but your name might suggest that you are. Not sure if you watched the Italy game. Hassan is our first contestant. Stewie. Who won yesterday's? I think it was Team Blue. I think it was Team Blue. As I look through the records of the previous quiz, it was a photo finish. Team Green with Bethany and HS. Team Blue with Zane and Adore. Team Yellow with Charles. Team Purple with Arif and Kelsock. Great final. Hassan, Stewie, and Renisha are participants in tonight's quiz. Right now, everyone is equal. No scores, no leaders, no safety nets. But that balance won't last long. This game is designed to expose who is ready. We have some great players among us. Renisha, a number of correct answers in yesterday's quiz. Hassan, Mr. Qureshi, multiple-time champ. Trippy is having dinner, I think. She's going to dinner. But she said she might be back later. Mr. Bessa, I have no idea. Iman, of course, absolutely. 4 players so far. Hassan, Stewie, Renisha, Iman. Hope you're doing well. We'll start around the 15, 16-minute mark. This is the quiet before the impact. What do you think, Hassan? What would be your preference, teams or individuals? To pair up for teams. I agree. There have been a number of disputes in the chat regarding time lag. To alleviate those concerns, I feel pairing up in teams would be the correct course of action. Renisha, Hassan, am I okay to label you under Team Red? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. If you're new here, we run a quiz. The format is simple. I, your host, and may I add, it's a pleasure to be here yet again on what I think will be another epic quiz night. A question followed by the first correct answer in the chat will receive the point. Tonight we play to 7. Renisha and Hassan have paired up 2 of our regulars. 2 with outstanding stats. Commendable performances. Team Red, Renisha and Mr. Hassan Qureshi are Team Red. Iman, if you are still with us, please let me know. We will allocate you to Team Blue. You can choose to stand alone if you wish. However, there are, of course, advantages. 2 heads, better than 1. And of course, absolutely. Iman, you will be in Team Blue alongside Stewie, if you are still with us. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Appreciate you, Stewie. So far, we have Team Red with Miss Renisha, Mr. Hassan, Team Blue with Iman and Stewie. Do we have any other players for Team Green? You pair up. The first correct answer from a member of the associated team will get the point. I like that name. I like that name. Trippy is not here as yet. She may make an appearance. Of course, the scales of justice must be carried by another third official. If we do have any other spectators who wish to take up this great responsibility, please speak now. Renisha, Hassan in Team Red, Iman and Stewie in Team Blue. We need another 4 players for 4 teams, and then we'll get started. Third umpire, I think Rob T was there as a third umpire yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Sunday quiz. We have a number of reigning champions here. If you wish to be included in a team, please put your name in the chat and we will get started as soon as we have another 4 players. If one of your team members should vacate the live stream, you will of course be able to sub another person in. However, should the first person to answer incorrectly in your team, you will of course be deducted a point. We can of course only accept one correct answer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. Let's have a laugh. Let's learn a bit. Put your name in the chat. And we shall commence the game momentarily. Thank you for bearing with me. It is with great disappointment, I must say. For lunch, I had rice with sea bass, Renisha. Trying to be healthy. It don't taste that good, being healthy. Can we skip Monday and move to Tuesday? Oh, I don't see why not, Mrs. Renisha. I think Stu was answering Iman's question. Team Blue. Team Blue. We have Team Red, Team Blue. We need 2 members for Team Green. Please put your name in the chat if you wish to be included. Oh no, it's not every night. It's not every night. Team Green, we have Comment Lumi. Only the brave need apply. Only the brave. Who has nerves of steel? Who will crack under the pressure when the curtain lifts and the show begins? When those bright lights illuminate your face? Will you crack? Will you hold steadfast and represent and battle and move forward and advance for your team? Pressure does indeed make diamonds. Is that a statement of intent we have from Comment Down Lumi? Team Green. We need one more player for Team Green. Please, ladies and gentlemen. Only the brave need apply. Three teams are okay to start. I agree. We need one more player. Should there be any late joiners, we will put that to a vote. And we can add teams as we go on. Absolutely agree with both of you, gentlemen. Three teams. Are more than sufficient to get the game underway. One more player for Team Green. So far, we have Miss Renisha, Mr. Qureshi, Aman, Stewie in Team Blue. In Team Green, we have Comment Lumi. You will have to ask. You will have to direct that question at the contender. If you do not wish to participate, we have an opening role available for a third official. Who will help with the validation and verdict. Crawley, welcome in. Crawley Eagle. Crawley Eagle. If we have two other players ready for Team Yellow, please state your name. If not, we can commence. Team Red, Team Blue, Team Green. Good luck. Play well. Be specific with your answers. Capitalization of letters is key. Grammatical and spelling errors will discount your answer from being point worthy. Stay in the fight. Let's begin. What is the chemical symbol for silver? What is the chemical symbol for silver? The correct answer is AG. There were no correct answers for that round. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Red, Team Blue, Team Green, your next question. The correct answer is AG. I have AT written here. I'm checking now. I have AT written in the chat. The correct answer is AG. Said AG? Okay, we'll take it as a technical error on my side. It says AG on your screen. Appreciate it. Mikey, whilst you're here, would you do us the honor of being the third official? The role will include you giving a validation, much like you just did, on who got the correct answer in the quickest time. Mr. Chin, it would be a pleasure if you could join as a third official. Mr. Mikey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our third official, taking on a great role, a great responsibility. Team Red, go ahead. Mr. Mikey, if you could validate who got the correct answer as soon as you see it, please do let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. In 1969, who was the first person to walk on the moon? The correct answer is Neil Armstrong. Unlucky. Adore. Adore is here under Team Yellow. Neil Armstrong is correct. Hassan Qureshi takes Team Red 2-0 up. That is the advantage of having two players on each team. Team Yellow, Adore, you are allocated to Team Yellow. Do we have any other players who wish to join? Team Yellow, we need another comrade, a contender to join Adore, a great player, Adore statue. If another player wishes to join Adore, we will allocate them alongside yourself in Team Yellow. Mr. LJ, would you like to join Team Yellow in today's quiz? Mr. Mikey, the question has been presented to you. Team Red is taken with Renisha and Hassan. Team Blue and Team Green. All slots are filled there, but there is a slot under Team Yellow. We will need a definitive answer. Yes or no, please. Adore is a good player. I have the results from yesterday. An amazing comeback with yourself and Zane. Mikey, our esteemed third official. Team Yellow, do we have any other players who wish to partake in today's quiz? We will press on with the next question. Iman, Mr. Mikey is staying as the third official. If you wish to vacate your role, please do so now, and we will allocate Adore statue to Team Blue. How you doing, K55? A noble thing, and we appreciate the heads up. Adore, you are now in Team Blue alongside Stewie. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. Comment Lumi, you are in Team Green alongside Crawley Eagle. The fate has been arrived. You are now in Team Blue, Adore. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. A man, you are no longer a contestant. You have nobly sacrificed your place. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's press on with tonight's quiz. Feel free to spectate. In geometry, how many sides does a nonagon have? In geometry, how many sides does a nonagon have? The correct answer is 9. Can I go to our third official, Mr. Mikey, for a verification and a validation check on the first correct answer, please? Hassan, carrying Team Red. Carrying Team Red. Will this be a whitewash? Is this the backlash from yesterday's loss? I can feel it already, brewing, simmering. The quiet before the impact. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Which city hosted the 2024 Summer Olympics? The correct answer is Paris. Apple Tree, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Your name, your game lives on, echoes in eternity. Good to hear, Apple Tree. Adore gets Team Blue off the mark. Congratulations, Team Blue. Adore. Apple Tree, are you joining the quiz tonight? Or are you simply spectating? Either way is fine. Adore, your teammate is Stewie. Do we have Renisha exiting the game? That's fantastic news. Thank you. Thank you to our third official. A great follow-up. Appreciate that. Mr. Mikey. Mr. Mikey reminds me of an ancient spice used to trade salt. Hence the phrase, worth your salt. He is worth his salt. Absolutely. All of our contenders here playing today are. Absolutely. We learned that yesterday. That's wonderful. Worth your salt. Apple Tree, are you joining? Apple Tree is joining. You are currently on your own. That was my phone. I shall silence it. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the interruption. Apple Tree is in Team Yellow. Should you wish to join, should another contender participant wish to join, they will be allied with yourself, Apple Tree. For now, you're a lone wolf. You stand alone. You howl at the moon. You laugh in the face of adversity. The teams as it stands. Is Stewie here? Stewie, please raise your hand if you're here. At high noon, from dusk till dawn. Mr. Tubbs, are you joining the quiz? Not doing bad, thank you, Mr. Walker. Stewie's gone. Therefore, Apple Tree, you are in Team Blue alongside Adore Statue. You're on 1 point. You have a knack of getting points handed to you. You must share your secret. Roxy is coolest. Hi, how are you doing? Hello. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Red, Team Blue, Team Green. Renisha Hassan, Team Red. Adore Statue and Apple Tree. Our Team Blue. Team Green, Comment Lumi and Crawley Eagle. Of course I remember you. I get everything free in life, it's just me. You've definitely got credit in the bank, it would seem. You moved to Team Blue with 1 point. Congratulations. Your next question, teams. What is the largest bone in the human body? What is the largest bone in the human body? The femur is correct. I have Adore Statue. Adore. There's a comeback on the cards. Team Red, Team Blue are going at it. 3-0 down. Team Blue claws it back to 3-2. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Eubank Sr., a stupendous confectionery, a strawberry bonbon. Would you like a Smartie? I get that a lot. What a man. Legend. Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr.'s sons actually fought a few months back. 2 fights. The first one was unbelievable. Your next question. Team Red, Team Blue, Team Green. Team Green, come on. You've got this. You're not defeated. Carry on. Keep going. It's not over till it's over. What is the primary gas found in the sun? What is the primary gas found in the sun? The correct answer is hydrogen. The correct answer is hydrogen. Mr. Blake, how are you doing? Adore brings it to 3-all. Is this a 2-horse race? Comment Lumi, Crawley Eagle. Yet to score. Apple Tree. Brings luck. Apple Tree has brought some luck. Scripto, how are you doing? Comment Lumi, Crawley Eagle, are you here? Please raise your hand if you are. Scripto, good to hear from you again. Good to hear. Good to hear. Are you participating in today's quiz? Roxy, Scripto, are you in? Of course, Roxy. Roxy and Scripto. Fantastic. You're in Team Yellow. We have Roxy and Scripto. Is Rob T here? Rob T is here. Rob T. I was just singing your praises about your commendable, outstanding officiating yesterday. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Team Red, Renisha and Hassan. Team Blue, Adore and Apple Tree. Team Green, Comment Lumi, Crawley Eagle, although I have not heard from either of them. And Team Yellow with Roxy and Scripto. To recap, ladies and gentlemen, the first correct answer being validated by our third official, Mr. Mikey, will get the point. Should there be a dispute, we will take it to the audience for a vote. That vote will be final. If the vote is 50-50, it will be deemed inconclusive. If one person in your team answers incorrectly first, you will not be awarded the point. If both members of the team answer incorrectly, you will be deducted a point. Spellings, capitalizations, and grammar are of the utmost importance. Your next question, teams. Which ocean is larger than all of Earth's land combined? Write your answers, teams. The Pacific Ocean is correct. Rob T seems to have got it first. Mr. Rob T, we are awaiting another contestant. Should another contestant join, we are more than happy to add you to another team. Team Yellow is currently Roxy and Scripto. No bother, no bother. By the way, Mr. Rob T, outstanding officiating, I must say. The scales of justice were truly in good hands. Yesterday's quiz. Mr. Mikey. Mr. Mikey, can I get a verification? Is it Adore? Outstanding. A lot of outstanding people joined yesterday. Intelligent minds. Made for an epic final. Thank you, sir. Adore. Apple tree. Apple tree brings luck. The lucky tree. The fruits of victory. This is not an apple. This is a money tree. They take the lead. Team blue. Fantastic camaraderie. Fantastic teamwork. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Which World Cup final ended with 4 goals before half-time? Which World Cup final ended with 4 goals before half-time? Charles was epic. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Goes back a few years, actually. Avoided round. No one has got the correct answer. Charles and Rob. Charles and Rob are joining forces. That is a powerful team. One to be respected. Respected, but not feared. Rob. We have Rob T, and Charles. Gentlemen, you have your work cut out. Team Blue are leading with 4 points. Rob T and Charles and Mr. Mikey, they will be under Team Orange. We're going to have all the colours of the rainbow here soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer was France v Croatia in 2018. France won 4-2 in the end. It was the first World Cup final. Yeah, first World Cup final with an own goal. Unbelievable game. If you like your football, investments from the past, recommend a rewatch. Unbelievable game. That Croatia team was superb. Avoided round. Rob T, Charles are Team Orange. We have Team Yellow with Roxy and Scripto. Team Blue with Adore and Apple Tree. And Team Red with Renisha and Hassan. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. Which river flows through more countries than any other? The correct answer is the Danube. Team Orange, late joiners. Unlucky with the Nile. Unlucky. You must remember how vast the continent is. How you doing, Dr. Drago? The Danube flows through 10 borders. 10 countries in Europe. Exactly that. Adore. Exactly that. The Nile is longer. In fact, fun fact, Amazon. The Amazon. That's how the name came about with Jeff Bezos. He wanted to get the A and the Z in. The A to Z of products. He sure did that, hey. He sure did that. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Team Orange, off the mark. Exactly that. Europe, Luxembourg, Belgium, Holland. Yeah, in terms of land area. Well played. Well played. Ladies and gentlemen, our teams are here. Our teams are ready. Should you wish to join, we will put it to a vote. Your next question, teams. In what year did the French Revolution begin? In what year did the French Revolution begin? (1789). You were there? You are wise beyond your years. We can definitely attest to that. The Bastille, de Gaulle. Mr. Mikey, can we get a validation on the first correct answer? Adore. Wow. 3-0 down, guys. 3-0 down. The momentum can shift in any question. I love it, Mr. Adore. History. Your next question, teams. No problem, Scriptor. We live and we learn. Ups and downs, smiles and frowns. Teams, are you ready? Your next question. Which famous painting has no eyebrows? Which famous painting has no eyebrows? The Mona Lisa. Is correct. Can I get a verification, please? Charles, if spelling doesn't matter. Capitals are of importance. Hassan is all caps. Scriptor, if spelling matters. It does. Spelling does matter. We cannot accept it. We cannot accept incorrect spellings. We all know what you mean, but we must be accurate. We must be specific with our answers. Can we get a final verdict, please, Mr. Rob T? Hassan and Team Red, or Team Yellow with Roxy and Scriptor? Mr. Hassan, ties things up. No, my apologies. The pressure is getting to me, and I'm just hosting it. Team Blue still lead 5-4 to red. Charles, a crucial error, would have taken it to 2 points. Team Orange still remains on 1 with 2 unbelievable players. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. What does GPS stand for? What does GPS stand for? Good persons. Scripture. I love it. The correct answer is Global Positioning System. Mr. Mikey. I have who do I have here? The correct answer is Global Positioning System. Do we have a correct answer? Adore. Adore, congratulations. You are 1 point away from victory. Not for GPS. Not for GPS. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the United States? Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the United States? The correct answer is France. I have Charles in Team Orange keeping the game alive. I go over to our third official for a validation check. Mr. Mikey confirms, concurs. Team Orange keeping the game alive. Congratulations. Well played. Great game, ladies and gents. A great game. It always heats up quite nicely once the momentum starts going. A lot of the answers are correct. By having teams and pairing up, you give yourself more of a chance. But please remember, should there be an incorrect answer by both players, you will be deducted a point. You have twice the chance to win points. But given that advantage, you can also lose points. The next game we play will include lives. A lot of thought has been given to the feedback around time lags, delays. and therefore we have structured the format differently to accommodate and alleviate those concerns. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Blue leads the way. Team Red in second. Team Orange in third. Roxy and Scripto have been correct. Unfortunately, there must be speed and precision when answering the questions. To keep the game alive, to keep the game alive and stop Team Blue from displaying one of the greatest comebacks this quiz has ever seen. Your next question. Which country hosted the 2022 FIFA World Cup? The correct answer is Qatar. Adore? Zane, you can join our next game. Adore? Apple Tree? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Great performance. Adore. Wow. Phenomenal. Phenomenal effort. Phenomenal effort. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Blue. It must be in the name. I think we had Team Blue with Zane and Adore yesterday. Unbelievable. Great performance, Renisha Hassan. You took him close. You took him close. Team Green. I think Team Green disappeared. Team Yellow. Need to be a bit quicker. Just a bit quicker. Well, congratulations on correct answers and competing. Well played to all of you, to be honest. Well played. Team Orange, Rob T and Charles. These two are not to be taken lightly. These two are not to be taken lightly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can go again. We have 2 available slots under Team Green if we have 2 participants who wish to play. Zane and Sir Wellington, do you wish to partake? Okay, we will keep the same teams for ease of use. The interactive scoreboard can only take so much data flowing through its service. Mr. Qureshi is gone. We appreciate you as always. An outstanding effort by Team Red. See you, Mr. Qureshi. Be well. Good to hear from you again. Yeah. Great camaraderie. Great sportsmanship. A great game. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, Hassan. Appreciate it's a Sunday. Oh no. Monday tomorrow. Okay, so we have Team Blue. We have Team Blue with Adore and Apple Tree. We have Team Green. Is Carl here? Yeah, we'll find a spot for you, Renisha, of course. Not a problem at all. We have Team Green with who was Team Green? Zane and Sir Wellington. I call him the Duke. We have Team Yellow with Roxy and Scripto. Team Yellow with Roxy and Scripto. And we have Team Orange. Car H. So far, one of our notable players, winners of our Fair Play Award here at the Flow Quiz, the Laugh and Learn Quiz. Outstanding sportsmanship. Donated all of his points to Apple Tree. Got Carl on Orange. Do we have Rob T leaving? Do we? We have Charles and Rob on Team Orange. We have Charles and Rob on Team Orange. And therefore we can have Carl and Renisha. Carl and Renisha on Team Violet. Clockwork Orange. Oh. If you want to induce some psychosis, watch Clockwork Orange. Whew. That's what a hard watch. What a hard watch that is. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as we press on into a Sunday evening, I appreciate you all being here. Welcome to the Laugh and Learn Quiz. Renisha and Carl are our newest attendees, contenders. We know them both well. Two great players are under Team Violet. Charles and Rob T, Team Orange. Roxy and Scripto, Team Yellow. Zane and Sir Wellington in Team Green. And Adore and Apple Tree in Team Blue. Trippy is not yet to be seen. She left a message in the chat on one of the posts saying she's going for dinner with her mum. Sounds like a wonderful evening. I wonder what was on the menu. It's always nice eating mum's food, isn't it? It's always nice eating mum's food. Yeah, something special about it. Something special about it. Right. Enough of that. The teams are as follows. Team Blue, Team Green, Team Yellow, Team Orange, Team Violet. You work together in pairs. The first correct answer will get the points. We play the first 7. Should there be 2 incorrect answers by 2 members of the same team, you will be deducted a point. If you don't have any points, you will go into a minus score. Some rounds will feature bonus points. A generous man indeed. Generous is a modest way to describe Mr. Carl. He donated 9.8 points, I think, to Apple Tree. Appletree can tell you the rest of the story. This is actually looking at the stats here on the interactive scoreboard and on the previous records from the quizzes. It's actually gearing up to be quite a game. Adore and Appletree, Zane and Sir Wellington, Roxy and Scripto, Charles and Rob T, and Kyle and Renisha. A well-balanced team should make for a great final round. He did. The Fair Play Award definitely goes to Carl. However, with that being said, the curtains are lifted. The show is underway. This is the moment everything was moving towards. Let me also remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that should you wish to dispute, that vote will be taken to our contestants, to the audience, to our spectators, to our players. That vote will then be final. We will not tolerate any slandering, any ill will towards our towards our officials. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Your first question. Which Elon Musk company focuses on underground tunnel construction? Our third official is Mr. Mikey, if he is still with us. The correct answer is the Boring Company. As previously mentioned, capitalization, accuracy is of great importance. Mr. Mikey, welcome. We need a capitalization of the T, the B, and the C, please. It's a company name. It will be capitalized. Adore, Team Blue. Picking up where you left off. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. Which city will host the 2028 Summer Olympics? Outstanding. Mr. Statue. Outstanding general knowledge. 2 points to Team Blue. They've put a marker out there. Going 2-0. Team Green, great players, and Sir Wellington and Zane. Team Yellow, Roxy, Scripto. Open the chat. Be as quick as possible when given the answer. Renisha, Carl, Charles, Rob. Good luck to all of the teams. Mr. Mikey, outstanding officiating. What is the atomic number of carbon? What is the atomic number of carbon? Unbelievable. The correct answer is 6. Number of correct answers in the chat. Adore again takes it to 3. 3-0. Guys, stay alive. Keep it competitive. So Wellington, if you're here, please raise your hand. If not, we can allocate another player to Team Green. Thank you, Mr. Wellington. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Who is the current manager of the England men's football team? First name and last name. Could be a whitewash, ladies and gentlemen. It could be a whitewash. 4-0. Apple Tree. Adore. Sensational effort. A superb individual effort by Adore. Superb. Your next question. It was Zane. Zane and Team Green. My apologies. My apologies. Thank you, Mr. Chin. I stand corrected. Team Green, off the mark. Congratulations. Sir Wellington, Mr. Zane. Team Yellow, Team Orange, Team Violet. It can't go on like this, can it? What is 13 times 7? It can. It is. It will. Can't go on like this, can it? It can. The correct answer is 91. There was a correct and an incorrect answer by a member of the blue team. The retraction is of cause for concern for us officials. Apple Tree. Deviancy, trickery, secrecy. The wool being pulled over the officials' eyes will not be tolerated. 1 point deduction. 1 point deduction to Team Blue. You are on 3 points now. Apple Tree has a knack for doing this. A retracted message shall be counted as an incorrect answer. Deception will not be tolerated on the Laugh and Learn quiz. Neither will slandering thy opponents. Cometh the hour, thy judgment. Point deduction. 3 points to Blue. Point deduction. Point deduction. Ladies and gentlemen, Dale Cooper says, hi, baby. Hi, Dale. Hope you're doing well. Your next question. Team blue, team green, team yellow, orange and violet, as you can see. You can double up in your team and have all of the advantages, but you are only as strong as your weakest link. Let that be known. Please, ladies and gentlemen, your next question. What is the pH level of pure water? What is the pH level of pure water? Team Violet, Team Carl. It seems the pendulum has changed. Carl, who once donated all of his points to Apple Tree, seems to regain the point that Apple Tree just lost. It's all swings and roundabouts, my friends. Swings and roundabouts, ups and downs, smiles and frowns. Team Violet, congratulations. You're off the mark. If two members of the team answer the question and one of the answers from a member of that team is incorrect, a point shall be deducted. Please, Mr. Mickey, keep an eye on the chat. Deception has been noted. It shall not stand. It shall not stand. Retracted messages will be seen in the same light. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Please, a quick pause. Trippy, how are you? Please, would you join alongside Mr. Mikey as our official? Just as deception has loomed in our ranks, a coup d'etat, some would say. One of our finest officials has joined. How was dinner? I was just telling the chat you went for dinner. What was on the menu? Trippy, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Chicken and sides with family. Good food, good company. Perfecto. Sounds beautiful. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Now, Team Blue, Team Green, Team Yellow, Team Orange, Team Violet. Your next question. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II? Who was the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II? Of course, the correct answer is Stalin. Absolutely. First name and last name are needed. Mr. Mickey, Miss Trippy, can we get a verification? Adore does what he says. Takes the point back to 4. First name and last name are needed, particularly when it comes to names. The question regarding No Eyebrows, a famous painting, we would have not accepted Mona as the correct answer. Much the same way, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot just accept Stalin. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Please be quick. Please be accurate. Grammar, accuracy is of great importance. What is 9 times 9 times 9? We need to pause for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. What are these symbols? Officials, Trippy, Mr. Mikey. Are you seeing some obscure lettering before the answer is presented? $729 is the correct answer. Fine. Fine. Thank you, Miss Trippy. Can we get a validation then on the next number? Ladies and gentlemen, AI. It's all around us. I feel some of these answers are somewhat too quick. Nine times 9 times 9 in a matter of seconds. It doesn't add up to me. It doesn't add up. I must ask the question to the audience. Is Adore AI? Is Adore AI? Nine times 9 times 9 in 3 seconds. Is Adore AI? Nine times 9, I get it, 81. But 9 times 9 times 9? Let it be known that suspicion Mhm. There is a suspicion. Something's not adding up. Something is not adding up. Unfortunately, we cannot conclude beyond a reasonable doubt as to whether Adore is AI. He therefore takes the points. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 9 times 9 times 9. You got to be incredibly good at maths to do that in a few seconds. 9 times 9. Fine. 9 times 9 times 9. I don't know. Doubtful. Your next question to our ladies, gentlemen, and robots, perhaps. True or false? Sharks existed before trees. A deduction. Void. Trippy, our third official, has made a ruling. The question is voided. Answers came into the chat prior to the question being answered. You took a 50-50 shot. You did the math. You took a chance. As a result, the question is voided. And now all the cube numbers. Your next question. Team blue, team green, team yellow, team orange, team violet. Let me remind you, if both members of your team answer and one is incorrect, you will be deducted a point. If my third official Miss Trippy and Mr. Mikey notice any wrongdoing or suspicious activity, it will be taken to a vote. Let me also remind you, as players and contestants, that you also have the opportunity to take a dispute to a poll, where the outcome of that poll will be final. Should the vote stand at 50-50, it will be deemed inconclusive and the quiz will continue. Your next question, teams. Which stadium is the home of Real Madrid? The answer is the Bernabeu, the Santiago Bernabeu. Sammy, how you doing? Adore takes it to 6 points. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question will be worth 4 points. Team green, team yellow, team orange, team violet. AI. AI. They call you AI. Hi, Sammy. Ladies and gentlemen, the next question is worth 4 points. If Team Blue answer this correctly, they win. If Team Green, yellow, orange, or violet take this, they can take a big step towards victory. Zane has left Team Green. We have a position available to join Sir Wellington. Do we have any takers for that position? Team Green are currently on 1 point. Have a good one, Zane. Have a good evening. Artie, Arif from yesterday. Arif and Team Purple. Yes, indeed. We go to our records. We go to our records. The teams are different though. Arif, Team Green. Welcome back, sir. Just listening. That's fair enough. This question is worth 4 points. If you can type, your comrade Sir Wellington has the opportunity to go to 5 points for Team Green. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the rarest blood type in humans? What is the rarest blood type in humans? Answers finish in 3, 2, 1. Voided round. Apple Tree and Adore both answered incorrectly. Therefore, a point will be deducted. The correct answer was AB negative. Blue moved down to 5 points. Not from both members of the team. Can we get a verification, please, Miss Trippy? If other people within the same team aren't both answered incorrectly. Arif and Sir Wellington in Team Green, Roxy and Scripto in Team Yellow, Charles and Rob T in Team Orange, and Carl and Renisha, Team Violet. I was universal. I was the most popular. Wellington and Arif both got it wrong. We have a voided round called by a third official, Miss Trippy. No one got it. Of course, but Miss Trippy, we have had some new stipulations come to light. Due to the time lag, we now have teams, as you are well aware. But also, if 2 people answer incorrectly, a point will be deducted from that team. Could you confirm if both Sir Wellington and Arif answered incorrectly? If so, the rules apply to all. There is no bias. I'm checking now for Sir Wellington. Said B minus. Arif did not give an answer. Oh, he did. He did. He did. You're correct. You're correct. You move to 0 points. The next question will again be worth 4 points. You did. Yeah, I see. I see. Adore. A stickler for the rules and a lover of AI. 9 times 9 times 9. I don't believe it. Of course, there are much more intelligent people than me. Rob T, are you both with us? Roxy Scripto, are you both with us? Okay. Good luck to you guys. If he knows, he doesn't have to work it out. Yeah, that's true. It's a very fair point, Carl. It's a very fair point. Cool, Jay, just to fix the game. Jay, we have teams of 2. You can stand solo as a lone wolf if you wish. The question will go to the audience. Can Jay play? You can change your vote and do that live. Jay and Arif seem to be the same guy. A powerful and strong allegation that must be reinforced with even stronger evidence. Mr. Adore statue. Could you please expand and divulge what evidence you have to come up with such an allegation? An alleged allegation, I may add. You're treading on thin ice. I may I, so I hacked it. So not only do we have false allegations, but we have a confession, ladies and gentlemen. A confession. Confession of being AI, as well as a strong allegation against a new player who has given no reason or has any previous history of corruption within the Laugh and Learn quiz. I go to our third official for a ruling on this contentious decision we have. Ladies and gentlemen, Adore has invoked numerous emotions in me. He has slandered a newcomer to the quiz. He has confessed being an AI. The courts of justice will prevail. Ladies and gentlemen, voided question. We put this behind us. We move on to the next round. Minus point. Do you wish to put that to a poll, Mr. Arif? It is your right to do so. If you feel a contestable decision must be made, we can put it to a vote. It's only fair. All is fair in love and war, they say. We go to the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. For the people, by the people. Plato's Republic echoes in the chat. Echoes in the chat. 78%. Sorry, I said AD. Did I mean AI? My apologies. Ha! Democracy shall prevail. The vote is clear for the people, by the people. Plato's Republic stands the test of time. Is it AD or is it AI? That question remains. But what is fact is that Team Blue moved down to 4 points. At this rate, Apple Tree, you will need yet another donation from Carl to savor what seemed a sure thing. By the people, for the people. Let the fuel rage the fire. Let it burn bright. But let it be known, hast cometh the hour that justice has been done. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. What is the study of weather called? What is the study of weather called? The correct answer is, I believe, by Mr. Arif. A number of correct answers in the chat. Dor, Charles, Rob. What is Arif's partner? Arif T is alongside Sir Wellington. They move Team Green to 4 points. Congratulations. They took the bonus round in their stride. We now have Team Blue and Team Green, both on 4 points. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question for the people. For the people, by the people. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, Plato's Republic, Homer's The Odyssey, epic Greek literature, hangs in the atmosphere tonight. Warriors, contenders, in this Colosseum, also known as the YouTube chat. The Iliad, Dante's Inferno. Who will climb through the 8 circles of hell? Who will claw their way to victory? Witness greatness. Take notes. Are you lucky? Or are you just better? Ladies and gentlemen, you're all doing great. All things considering. Your next question. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cups? Which country has won the most FIFA World Cups? Brazil is correct. Brasilia. Pelé, Cafu, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. The list goes on. The talent of players that come from that country is simply unbelievable. Can we get a verification on the correct answer? We have Charles from Team Orange with Rob T. We move to 1 point. The pots are on the stove. They're simmering. Who's going to boil over? What will be cooked to perfection? Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Name a Ryan Reynolds film. Name a Ryan Reynolds film. Deadpool is correct. Some great names. Oh, Drive. Scripto. Drive. Unbelievable film. Oh, that was Gosling, actually, yeah. Charles and Team Orange making a comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question will be worth 2 points. Can we have a confirmation, please? Trippy, on whether there were 2 wrong answers from Scripto and Roxy. Although I believe Roxy has left the chat. Roxy, if you're here, please let us know. If not, Jay, you will join Team Yellow alongside Scripto. Roxy, please raise your hand if you're here. If not, Jay will take your place. Jay is still here. Mr. Carl, we all know the story about the turtle and the hare. Keep going. Progress is progress. No, Jay, you are now on Team Yellow with Team Scripto. My sincere apologies, Scripto. Roxy has seemed to left unannounced, otherwise known as an Irish goodbye. Absolutely, Cole. Absolutely. What if we're both AI? I may as well say stuff. I've got nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Everything to play for in these final rounds. Leave the frustration behind you. Let us all move forward with some grace and dignity and move forward amicably. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. In basketball, how many points is a free throw worth? A free throw. The correct answer is 1. We have a non-registered player with the correct answer. Dill as well. Dill, as a non-registered player, you have the opportunity to donate your points to a team or person of your choice. The choice is yours. You have Team Blue, Team Green, Team Yellow, Team Orange, and Team Violet. Dill gives it to Team Yellow with Jay and Scripto. The choice is yours, but I would like to delve further into your reasonings for that point going to Team Yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, because Jay, remarkable, 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 wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question. Which NBA player is nicknamed King James? Dill. Need I repeat myself? The choice is yours. You have a number of choices. Please think on your decision. Please think on your decision before handing out these crucial points. You have Adore and Apple Tree in Team Blue. You have Arif and Sir Wellington in Team Green. Jay and Scripto in Team Yellow. Charles and Rob T in Orange. And Carl and Renisha in Violet. Absolutely. A recap of the scores are as follows. In first place, you have Team Blue and Team Green. In second place, you have Team Orange. And in third place, you have Team Yellow and Team Violet. Team Orange is your answer. The decision is yours. Charles and Rob T. Congratulations. You are 1 point away from tying things up in first place. Sorry, do we have a dispute in the chat regarding the answer for the quiz? Trippy, could you clarify, please? Does the point go to Team Orange? Or does it go to Team Green? We will put it to a vote, ladies and gentlemen. Did anyone spell it with a capital B? The votes will close. Lest not your political bias weigh heavy on your soul for short-term gain. In 3, 2, 1. Let the odds forever be in your favor. It stands the points with Charles and Rob T. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. The votes have been casted. The decision by the audience and the spectators is final. Allegiances have been made. Political allies have come together. And whilst that may be the case, the vote remains. Ladies and gentlemen, not at all. We are all friends here. We laugh, we learn. That's the main aim. Your next question. Team Blue, Team Green, Team Yellow, Orange and Violet. Who directed Jurassic Park? Spielberg is with an I-E. We have a correct spelling. I have Team Orange, Miss Trippy. Have they leveled things up in first place? Trippy, thank you for the clarification. Rob T, voting for your teammate. Let this be a first warning to you. Deception will not be tolerated. First warning. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question, may I remind you, if one or both of you, of both members of the team, give an incorrect answer, a point will be deducted. If you wish to contest a decision, it will be put to a poll. Please just let myself or one of our esteemed officials know, and the vote will then take place. If we have a member of the team, of the audience, or a spectator who answer a question before one of our registered players, they will then have a decision of who they donate that point to. Rob spelt Spielberg wrong. We will have to check that. We will have to check that. Rob T spelt it wrong. He swapped the I and the E. A common error. A common error. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I-E-E-I. Therefore, Trippy, can we have a correct answer, please? Point deducted from Team Orange. Do we have a correct spelling of Steven Spielberg? Adore and Carl. Who was first? They're on two different teams. Adore is on Team Blue. Carl is on Team Violet. What do you mean by profitable dinner? How profitable? Adore or Carl, I cannot scroll further in the chat. If the point needs to be contested, it can go to a vote. Transgressions. What a great word. Okay, it's going to a vote, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. 50-50 currently. Still 50-50, 3 votes apiece. 1 vote would change it, 50-50. Adore. The vote is with you. You take the point. Carl has left the building, it seems. A gentleman and a scholar. Adore and Apple Tree move to 5. Team Violet with Carl and Renisha. If Renisha is still here, please let me know. If Carl is still here, please let me know. If not, Jay and Deal can join. Renisha is gone too. So Carl and Renisha are gone. Team Violet has admitted defeat. Unfortunately, with one team being eliminated or leaving the game, Jay is on Team Yellow with Scripto. Deal. Unfortunately, there is not a spot, but please continue to spectate. And of course, remember, if you are first, you can donate a point to the team of your choice. There are only 4 teams left now, ladies and gentlemen. You can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. It seems Team Violet left themselves too much of a hill to climb, but went out valiantly with great effort, fair play, with some grit and determination. But I must say, Team Blue, Team Green, Team Yellow, Team Orange, phenomenal so far. The next question, ladies and gentlemen. What country uses the peso as its currency? Jay, you and Scripto are Team Yellow. The correct answer is Mexico. I have Charles with Team Orange. Charles, Team Orange, move to 4. Team Blue lead the way. Team Green and Team Orange joint second. And Team Yellow in third. Scripto, we will put it to a vote. Scripto or Charles? Please cast your votes. The votes are 50-50. any final votes? Do we have any final votes? This last vote matters. Did the point go to Charles or to Scripto? Do we have any final votes? We go to our third official, Trippy, for a final ruling. Charles it is. Charles it is. You move to 5 points, Team Orange. Congratulations. You are tied in first place now. What a comeback. What an absolute comeback. The vote was inconclusive, 50-50. The final ruling has been made by our esteemed colleague and official Trippy, who is known for her steadfast, honest approach to judgment. Your next question, ladies and gentlemen. What does HTTP stand for? What does HTTP stand for? Quizmaster Scripto. The next question is at hand. What does HTTP stand for? The correct answer is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The silence was loud. I will go lean on my third official, Miss Trippy. Do we have a correct answer from one of our contenders? Adore takes it to 6 points. Congratulations, one away from victory. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a phenomenal evening. A number of twists and turns. Tonight has been a momentous occasion. Do we have some further allegations in the chat that wish to be raised to our audience? Please raise your objections if you feel that you need to. There is no tyranny. There is no room for tyranny in this democratic environment of voting, just talent. By the team, for the team, for the people, by the people. Ladies and gentlemen, your next question, and what could be the final question of the evening, as this question will be worth 3 points before we rest our heads. And tuck in for a night of well-earned shut-eye. Three points. What does that mean for the game? It means Team Blue, Team Green, or Team Orange could win it. If Jay or Scripto answer this, the game would live on. The game would breathe another breath. An epic night. But we're looking for a unanimous decision. If Team Orange pull off this comeback, it would be emphatic. Bear with me. This final question order, order, silence, focus. This is it. This isn't suspense anymore. It's survival. What you've done here, ladies and gentlemen, is simply outstanding. Calm will beat chaos. Courage will beat fear. May I remind you, accuracy is of the utmost importance. Every risk you took, every answer you gave, every dispute, every vote, all comes down to this. Will it be heartbreak or highlight? Teams, it's been a pleasure. Is everyone ready? Put your team colour in the chat. Is everyone ready? I need to see blue, green, yellow, and orange. Arif, you asked to wait. Are you with us? Teams, your final question. Who was the first human to travel into space? The correct answer is Yuri Gagarin. He orbited Earth in 1961. His flight lasted just 108 minutes. Sorry, what? Trippy, if you can confirm. We have a reef in Team Green, who takes the 3 points. Congratulations. What a game. What a game. Team Blue, Adore, Apple Tree. Team Green, A Reef, Sir Wellington. Team Yellow, Jay and Scripto, valiant effort. Team Orange, Charles and Rob T. One for the books, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Today was tough. A lot of fun as well, though. A lot of fun. Does anyone have anything they wish to add before we end for the evening? Guys, it wasn't just about winning, as we all know. Learning, laughing, showing up, playing the game. Everyone's brought something special to the table. Yeah. We've had robots here. We've had Alexa. We've had Google Gemini. We've had everyone here. Adore is an outstanding player. Adore is an outstanding player. And Apple Tree, I must say. Arif, shout out to Google. Shout out to microphones. Shout out to all of you guys. Honestly. Great game. Great game. Every team brought something to the table. Shout out to Microsoft being, bring back the old school. Yeah. No, on a serious note, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. It was tough today. It was tough. Some tough questions. I'm going to work on some more things to do, some more themes. But look, congratulations. So Wellington, I think that's your first win. And Arif, after something coming so close yesterday in Team Purple. And Adore, actually, very close yesterday. Good fun, guys. Good fun. Good fun, good energy, good vibes. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are. Hope you're all doing well. Speak to you soon. Good night.